everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Wizards of Tokyo taking on the New York Giants. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Giant defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
On second down, here's Lance. And that is incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Lance looking to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So from the 37, here's second and a couple. They'll go again with Gibson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Wizards get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. that's when the knockout occurs.
And becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley to about the 23. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Triple right, Pacino. Up we go.
It's Barkley on the counter, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Timberland.
Throwing Jones. And he rifles one incomplete. When you look at this defense, they've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to that number 1 spot.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
They run for it with Breida. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go north salad. Go north salad. Up we go.
Now Jones. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready?
Now Lance on the bootleg. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And award that sack to Boogie Basham. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hurry.
A give up the middle to Gibson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Here's Lance to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards that time for number 14.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that? Hitting the defense hard early, and, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run, as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
To throw, it's Lance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Lance.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
31-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Giants had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Giants on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Wide shift to Crude. Crude. South salad. South. Up, go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Giants first down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Apple.
Going in motion left, that's Campbell.
Up, go.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Detroit. Up, go.
Here's Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 56 yards. And the Giants are back within a score. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the draw, it's Gibson. To about the 35, 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing now is Lance. Left side to Lamb. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Lance now on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Lance now on first down. Pass incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Lance.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Forced out to his left. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Dom Capers.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
Well, and that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Gibson toss right.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And Lance now to throw. Ball delivered complete on the crossing route, Gallup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll... First down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, go steal. Cut.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He's got it to the 43 here.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Ready.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 37. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Lance. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Ready?
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. The Lance going to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to come up with. first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Second and 7 from the 20. Back to throw. Jones looking for Campbell downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The Giants on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Now the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. On the counter, Gibson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
1st down, Wizards.
They run the toss now with Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On play action, Lance. And it's caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Wizards will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
That's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here we go.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now.
Ladybug, 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 ladybug.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Harris running straight ahead. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Ready?
On third down, here's Gibson.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
121 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Wizards have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
3rd and 3.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at